Hi guys, my name's Carl. Welcome to another episode of Bodz. You might see a little bit of difference here. I've lit some winter growth because it's cold here in Australia. We're through winter, so I've grown a bit of a coat here, keeps my face nice and warm. I hope it doesn't change the look of me, but okay, to get on the serious side, guys, we're up to series 3 on the chest. We're going to advance a little bit more today. We're going to use some dumbbells and some free weights. So bring those stabilizer muscles a little bit more into it. And I'm going to show you a few techniques on superset, which it's 2 sets, one and immediately another one after. I'm going to actually use a weight that's lighter, then go one that's slightly heavier. So we'll start off today on the flat bench press and we'll do the superset and then we'll follow on from there. Okay, we're down on the flat bench press, guys. We're going to pick a pair of dumbbells up. Remember, you've got to level these with the chest. Remember, bring them right away down and then drive them straight back up again. And get a weight that is appropriate that you can lift to do the superset, because remember, we're doing a set, we're putting it down and we're picking another one eventually straight back up after the first one, okay? Next one up, a bit heavier. Okay, all right, so that's the superset. I used a lighter weight and did a few more reps. I got the heavier weight and did less reps. Okay, there's no wrong idea about reps here. All we know here is that we're doing a bit of an advancement. So we went with the lighter ones, more reps, heavier, less reps, okay? And you can do this as we build up. And I'll show you that technique also when we get to series 4. Okay, the next one we're going to do is an inclined chest press to work the up of the chest. So we'll proceed to the next one. Okay, so we're on the incline bench press, guys, slightly inclined there, so we'll work the up of the chest here. I'm going to actually go a little bit heavy yet again with dumbbells, and possibly now I'm going to do the same technique as I did on the first one. Remember, as you do this too, make sure your technique is right. As you come down with the dumbbells, they're both level together, and you're not actually hyperextending one arm more than the other to try and get the dumbbells up, because obviously if they drop on your face, they can make quite a bit of damage. And plus, I think the dentist would love you if you had to do a redone on your face because of the dumbbell. So just be careful with this and keep in mind that if your technique is wrong, get a lighter dumbbell. Simple as that. Okay, so we'll do the incline now. We'll start off with the ones that we finished off there as the heavier ones for the first set. And we'll go up. Okay, all right, so we're slightly up by 5 kilos on each side. It looks easier than what it really is, because it is hard, because once you've done a set and you've got to put it down and immediately pick another one up, you can feel a constant tension straight away in your chest. Plus, it keeps that pump all the time in your chest as you're doing it. Okay, so they're the 2 supersets that were brought in. The next thing I want to do is go over and do a pullover. So I'm going to bring a bit of the serratus in here. open the chest a little bit, bring a bit of the triceps underneath in, and we'll follow on the flat. Then we'll end up with some constant tension with the cables afterwards. Okay, so we'll end up and we'll follow on with the flat one. I'm just getting a bit of loving everyone before my next set of dumbbell exercises. He loves knee rub. Come on, down you go. Okay, so we've got a dumbbell now. We're going to use a little bit heavier one for a pull over. Remember, don't stretch too far, hyperextend too far over, because you don't want to pull your muscles in your shoulders. This is straight over, and then the breath. Keep the breath going, keep air going through your body all the time so it circulates, keeps the oxygen going and keeps that movement going all the time. Never hold your breath when you're doing weights because you will blank out. Okay, so dumbbell pullovers is straight over the head, then back over again. Try and come directly straight up to where your face is, not too far over towards your chest. Keep that tension constant on the triceps, but it also keeps the constant on your chest there and opens your serratus too. Okay, so we'll hit okay, so we get a chest pullovers here with these ones. So we're going to go directly over and back up. Remember, breathe in and blow out. You can really feel that pull in the chest as you're going down. And the triceps get a bit of a pull too. Two more. Okay, always lean it on your chest when you come up because that's the easiest. Then come back up to sit up position. Okay, that's a good one to open that chest up a little bit more. So now we'll proceed with some constant tension stuff, and that's in way of cables. We're going to do a decline actually with the tension, and remember with tension it brings it up, but it also pulls you back down again, so it's constant all the time. So you'll really feel that your chest is getting worked, particularly a little bit more than what it was with the dumbbells. Okay. Alright guys, we're back onto the cables, which is constant resistance. I've got the old type cable, sorry. They're in pounds, so I'm looking about 60 pounds, which is about 25 to 28 kgs. Obviously, as you keep going, it goes right down to the bottom. For this purposes, I'll just use normal 60 pounds, just to show you that if you've got kilos in yours, remember you can start from the top and work down. In this situation, as you're doing weights, always remember, start with a weight that's appropriate. You can always go down. If you've gone too heavy to start with and the damage has been done, then you won't be able to still start lighter because you'll have an injury. So remember, I'm just going down to a certain amount just to show you for this purposes. We're going to do a decline cable flies. Both arms come in and we let them out at a certain length, then bring them back in again and stretch that side of the chest, okay? All right, so on the cables here, so we're going to get them straight in front. We're going to go straight back. Okay, we're straight up. We're going to go down to an arch and breathe up. Quite constant that is. I could feel my arms shaking a little bit, and as I was going down there was no doubt at the one moment that I had to try and pull that back up, so it was the resistance that's pretty hard to pull back up, which really stretches the chest out thoroughly. Okay guys, we're back to the last exercise. We're going to do a push-up here, and it'll be a semi-decline with our toes on the bench here. I'll show you a set without the push-up handles and a set with the push-up handles, because what I find with the push-up handles, as long as your back's not bowed too far down or sticking too far up, you basically can get really deep down and you get more of the depth with the push-up handles. Okay, so we'll do one without it, then I'll show you one with it. It's an option. If you haven't got that strength to do this, do it without it. If you haven't still got that strength, do it on the floor. Okay, so we'll start off with the bench. Okay, make sure your toes are right away on there. You can opt to have your feet flat or have your toes there. I like the toes, as long as you drop those hips down. Okay, shoulder width apart. Bring your head right away down and straight back up. Okay, for me that's quite easy. People say you make this look so easy, but as you realise, I have been training for 19 years and things become much more of a flow for me now than anything else. This is a bit more challenging with the push-up bars because it gives that bit more height yet again, which is able to stretch your chest out a little bit more. Okay, so we jump straight back on again. Shoulder width apart with those arms. Remember, drop that bum. We don't want to be doing this. Want it down. Okay, wow, that did get my heart rate up a little bit. I could feel my heart palpitating a little bit more than normal. All right, so you can see with what we've done today is that we've brought some dumbbells into it. I've brought some extra little tips on supersetting, using a little bit more extra weight, doing some constant resistance stuff with cables, even doing a few advancement stuff with push-ups there in a more harder position, with the legs on the mat, on the table, sorry, and a pair of push-up bars down at the floor for a bit more depth. So, with this in mind, keep it open that if you find that the weight that you can lift is all you can lift, leave it at that. As I said, do increment intakes every week, over a couple of kilos each more. It's no good going to the gym and picking up something heavy and end up with an injury. That's not what my channel's about anyway. My channel's about proper technique and getting the most of your exercise and keep advancing, because that's what exercise is about, is advancing all the time. Okay guys, so next week hopefully is following chest one. So we'll do that the following week and then we'll move on to the next series of the legs. But I hope this has been inspirational for you and you are finding benefits out of this. As I said before, I'd love to have more subscribers guys, so down at the bottom corner there, subscribe. I'm quite happy to answer any questions for you and help you along if you are a newcomer to this, and hopefully can get you on track and get you some good results as we go along. But as I said, until next time guys, go hard and achieve.